everyone. Should we look and see if there's any survivors here?
Yeah, let's hope.
Oh, this doesn't look good.
Is there anybody in there?
Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh, there's... Ugh.
Oh.
It's a whole family.
Oh, God.
Oh. Oh, no, man.
Hi, everybody. I'm Joe.
And I'm Mary.
And we're Book Buds. And today we are reviewing The Stand by Stephen King.
This is a big book. Got that in the middle there?
It's in the middle.
Okay.
Learned my lesson. Okay, let's talk about The Stand. A lot of people that I know have claimed this to be their favorite book of all time. This book has been named as one of the best books of all time by Amazon, Barnes & Noble. So this has made its mark on pop culture. So this was published in 1978. The editors made him edit over 100 pages out of the book because they thought it was too long. So in 1990, he re-released it, the unabridged copy, the way that it was intended to be released. And again, he put in those 100 pages. I think he even changed like the year that it was set. He made it 10 years later, which is interesting. But this is the way that he wanted it to come out. Now these are cool. One of these is illustrated. It has illustrations, which not a lot of adult books have that, which I found to be fun and cool. So I chose to read this book during the worst possible time because this book is about a superflu worldwide pandemic. It was created in a lab in California as biological warfare, and there was a security breach, and it was accidentally released.
Not cool. I would not be able to read that right now.
So I'm going to rate the book a little later, but I think that probably impacted my rating. I mean, let's just be honest. We're going through a rough time right now. Okay, so this superflu is 99.4% fatal. So most of the population is wiped out. So the few remaining survivors pretty much have to start over and rebuild society. So the supernatural element of this book is that all the survivors have two dreams. One, they dream of a 108-year-old woman named Mother Abigail, and she's inviting them to her farm. The other dream is they dream of a terrifying dark man, who, as they refer to him, named Randall Flagg, who's kind of like an evil entity. And Randall Flagg is in a few of Stephen King's books. So he's like a recurring character.
These are unsettling dreams.
Yeah, and they're real people who are in the book, the novel.
So is this creepy on the level of, killer virus, or does he take it beyond and make it like even creepier?
Both. Yeah.
Okay.
Both.
Because I feel like Stephen King can really like go places that are like freaky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Mary, it's snowing! I love this!
Snow is awesome.
I get so excited. All right, on to rating The Stand. Over 1,000 pages. No book, in my opinion, should be this long. I'm sorry, Stephen. I think that your editors were correct. It is just too long. Now, Stephen King is a magical storyteller. His character development is amazing. But at points, this dragged, and I was bored, and it was just too much. It was just too much. I wanted to love this book. I did not love this book.
You could probably have read an entire trilogy that you loved during the time that it took you to read that.
It took a few months for me to read this.
Oh.
It was like a thing. Like, I just wanted to read it. And I enjoyed it. I wasn't miserable. Otherwise I would have stopped it, but I didn't love it.
Mm-hmm.
So for character development, I mean, it has to get a 10 out of 10. He is just amazing at how he develops his characters. And with a book this long, you could really get into it. So
Sure.
I really felt like he did an amazing job at that.
Okay, that makes sense.
And I really liked the characters too. Like, they came to life. They really did. Let's rate the opening chapter. So again, it's about a superflu. They discover a family dead in a car. And they describe the family in detail. I wasn't really too into it because of Corona.
Ugh.
So I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Okay, so the plot. I mean, it was a very extensive plot. A lot of things happening. Little boring at times. A lot of extras. I think it could have been better. 6 out of 10. That's my personal rating. My opinion. Don't get insulted. Stand stand fans. Okay, so the end of this book was very supernatural, and it kind of turned into something else than the rest of the book with the Randall Flagg and all this stuff, and I was a little confused.
Well, that's not good to get confused.
It was a lot, you know, and then you got to reread things. It was a 5.
Sounds cumbersome.
Was I emotionally involved in this book? I could have been if I wasn't frustrated with the length of it.
That's an emotion.
I wasn't.
Not the emotion you want, though.
I wasn't bored at some points. So I don't understand the mass appeal of this book. I don't get it. 5. All right, so overall, we calculated this book at a 6. I'm glad I read it, but
you're not going to be recommending it to your buddies.
No, and I'm not keeping it because this is going to be added to the unhaul.
Bye, Stand.
See ya.
Hey, now you've read it and you wanted to, so that's
good.
I
feel accomplished. So I'm happy I read it.
Yeah.
Now I know what the hoopla is about.
So did any of you guys read this? Let us know what you thought, because maybe you read it during a different time and it felt really exciting to you. We'd be curious to hear what your thoughts are.
Yes, please. So if you're enjoying Book Buds, give us a thumbs up.
And share us with your friends.
And subscribe to our channel, Book Buds!
Okay. I don't know, but hold your next number down lower. Oh, she's running.
What do you mean? I made sure not to put it in front of my face.
Yeah, it wasn't like directly in front of your face, but it was still high. So like around here is better rather than here.
I thought that's where it was.